Hey, wild finds. I search for things at the thrift stores. It's a fun time. Love this thrift store. They're always having sales. Today is 80% off. DVDs, VHS, and other gunk. Movies over here. Seems like they got some new ones in. Acorn Media. For some reason in this area, you know, Central Florida, I'm always finding Acorn Media ones, which I think are exclusively British TV shows and movies, and a lot of times they can be pretty valuable, so I'll definitely grab this at 80% off, which is 20 cents. This one, I actually had the soundtrack cassette to this, but I've never seen the movie. This is brand new. Good deal right there. Legend of Hell House, brand new. I read this book, and the book is pretty good. I think the movie is kind of boring, but you know, great price right there. Oopsie. This one's interesting. I Knew It Was You, rediscovering John Cazale. I don't know who that is, but this looks pretty cool. Oh right, the guy from Godfather. Ooh, they got a bunch of cool stuff here. It's a shame these don't have the outer slip covers. Funny Games. I actually just found this a couple weeks back. True Detective, brand new, nice. Okay, so for 28 bucks I filled up almost the entire carriage. Great deal there. I wasn't very selective, just whatever interested me or what I thought might have value I grabbed. It's way too hot in there to be selective over 20-cent DVDs, and we'll take a look at these later in the video. Now at this free spot you've seen me go to plenty of times, and I can't believe this right here. They have a Class of 1984 DVD. Such an amazing movie right here in the free bin. Care Festival 2005. Hush. Devo, nice. 2 Days in the Valley. I've never seen that. Nice little free stack right there. Now I'm inside the store that gives away the free stuff, and they have some interesting stuff. Sometimes the prices aren't the greatest, but this MGM Studios jacket for 35 bucks is a pretty good deal. I don't think I'm gonna buy it, but it is cool to look at. They have other things like a Beatles mirror for 42 bucks. That's not happening, but yeah. You got a record player for $52. There's some games over here. Found this one, Backbreaker. Most sport games aren't very valuable, but sometimes ones like this can be good. They also had this one, Sonic Forces. Okay, so the movies and stuff are right near the cash register, so it's a little awkward filming in there, so I decided to come out here. I did grab the Backbreaker and the Sonic Forces, and I did grab these from the free pile. Murder, She Wrote. You know, in case someone's grandmother comes over to visit, I'll have some reading material that they can, you know, indulge in. And I also got a couple of DVDs here. Captain Phillips, I saw that in the theater, good movie. And Supergirl, I've never seen that, and that looks like it could be a pretty good time. This has the international version and the director's cut, so if anyone knows which one is better, let me know. So a lot of times, to be honest, I just watch the theatrical cut because I feel the director's cuts can be unnecessary. Like if it was meant to be in there, it would have been in there. But then there's other times where the theatrical cuts are jokes, like say like Blade Runner. So yeah, if you know if the director's cut is the one I should watch of this one, let me know. Or maybe both versions stink, for all I know. Back at the thrift store from the beginning of the video at the t-shirts, I found this one, A Day to Remember, the band. You're welcome, it says on there. I'll definitely grab this one. And this marathon running t-shirt from Epcot, Eat, Drink, Love, Ratatouille. Heck yeah. I'm grabbing these because out of print band t-shirts and Disney t-shirts I sometimes do okay on, and they're only $1 each. So I'm here at another toy show. Let's see what this one's all about. We went to So this convention is a better deal than the last one I went to in Tampa. The Tampa one was $30. This one costs $20, and you can go Saturday and Sunday. over here they have a bib for tuna. Excuse me, do you have a bib for tuna?
I do.
Well, you must be a very sloppy eater. You need a bib when you eat tuna fish.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I should do something with my life. I apologize. He hates it. He's ashamed of me and I don't blame him. That's what Jacob the Snake Up's foot looks like. Jake the Snake, I loved you in the Peanut Butter Falcon.
Thank you.
Now I was a question, when you wrestled the Peanut Butter Falcon, was that a work or a shoot? Wrestling the Peanut Butter Falcon. The work. Keith Koogan. I love the movie Toy Soldiers. It's a classic.
Oh,
like
thank you.
Seriously, I think it's on the same level as Die Hard.
Oh, we called it Dead Poets Society meets Die Hard.
Oh, nice. Yeah, so growing up as a kid, I absolutely loved that movie.
That's awesome.
Could I offer you some gum?
I probably need it, huh?
I'm not saying that, but if you would like some.
Next to the school, there's a little area, like a covered carport thing that they'd set up lunch at.
Oh, awesome.
Just a couple tables of lunch. Well, next to that, they set up these corrugated little air conditioning vents, and they were where they were going to do the shots of Sean Astin running around inside the vents like Die Hard.
Yeah.
Well, it's so funny, we'd go to lunch and they'd be right there, and we'd go to Sean, we're going to stick you in there in a little bit.
Oh, that's funny.
He wanted to get in the helicopter so bad. They refused to let him fly in a helicopter. Then they tricked him. They stuck a camera in one of the helicopters. They ran over to him. They go, "We've got a couple of minutes. You can go for a run." And you see him running to the chopper. And they're like, "No way, you're not allowed."
Oh, that's so funny. Well, alrighty. Let's take a look at what I found in the beginning of the video. This stack right here is all new and sealed DVDs. And things like this Hotel Terminus, I always grab ones like that because they just look like they could have value. And I did look this one up. It's about $20. So for 20 cents, awesome score right there. Bunch of other good ones. I'm not going to take a lot of time showing these off individual, just kind of giving, you know, a little glance there. Coma. That looks like it could be a pretty good movie there. Cool little 4-pack. I found a Criterion Collection one. I'm going to attempt to pronounce this name. Au revoir les fonts. Au revoir les fonts. I have a hard enough time with the English language. I don't do French, I'm sorry. But yeah, cool to find this one right here. This was cool too. Unfortunately, it's not even complete, but I just thought it was so cool, I had to grab it. The Hobbit cassette part 1 audiobook. Really cool cover. Found some Hindi movies here. I decided to take a chance on. More stuff down here. Now, I know these Las Vegas sets can have value, so that's a good score. I got the West Wing 1 through 7. Not bad. A lot of these are for resale, in case that isn't clear, if I didn't say that earlier. We got the Midsommar Murders. Tons of these. Like I said, unfortunately these ones don't have the slip covers, so I don't really know what sets these are for, but I'm sure I can lot these together and do okay. We got Foley's War, and no, not Mick Foley, unfortunately, but you know, there it is. But the coolest thing I found is these Unsolved Mystery sets. Unfortunately, these aren't complete. They're just random discs from the sets. Bizarre murders, UFOs, psychics, ghosts, strange legends, miracles. I used to watch that show all the time as a kid. It's really good. I recommend checking it out if you haven't. I remember on the bus when I was little, there was an older kid he got on and he goes, "I solved an unsolved mystery." I thought that was very intriguing. I'm sure he was just joking, but I never found out like the unsolved mystery he solved. I just remember him saying that. Okay, before we wrap up this video, there's one more thing I want to show. I'm here in the garage and please, oh, it's windy. The door is closing on its own. Or was it a ghost? Yes, so there's one more thing I want to show. And the garage here is a mess. But the reason this video is shorter than usual is because I've been very busy. I scored a huge record lot for only $100. and it was about 300 reggae albums. I realize most people watching this probably aren't the hugest reggae fans, and neither am I, to be honest. I do like some, like I like dub artist Scientist, but I don't know much about reggae music. But I could not pass up on this lot, and oh my god, it's super rare stuff, mostly from Jamaica, and I really made out pretty good on this one. It took me a very long time I looked each record up individual, and there's some really, really good ones. But looking them up is a huge pain in the rear end. I used this site Discog, and yeah, it took a long time. So that's why there's not too much going on in this video. I've been very busy, but I wanted to show some of them. There's some inside, but these are ones that are good that I'm going to be lotting together. They aren't really worth selling individual, but that's a lot of records right there. And once again, please excuse the mess here. And we have more right here. As you can see, you know, albums, Bob Marley interviews, but then it's a lot of like 12 inches and stuff. And I'm glad I looked them up, because this one, for instance, is very valuable. But if I just saw this in a thrift shop, there's a good chance I would pass it over, because it doesn't really look like anything special. This is just a very small sample. There were a lot of 12-inch 45s, like this one right here, called Hard Drugs by a guy, Michael Rutherford. I looked him up, and he doesn't even have a full-length album, I don't think. He just has singles, and this one seems to be very highly in demand. So that's one of the better ones. But showing 12-inch 45s isn't that exciting, so I'm not going to really show many of those. But do have another 45. This one's unique because it has its own sleeve art. Most of them don't. Most of them came in generic sleeves. But that's pretty cool. Right there, we have this one, Reggae Christmas. That's kind of an odd-looking Christmas tree. Huh. Pretty neat right there. Got all these others right here. And like I said, I'm no expert on reggae music, so I looked these up on Discog, and I'm very pleased with how much some of these sell for. And like I said, this is just a small sample. I'm not going to show them all. You saw that I bought a lot though. Yep. I had to censor this one right here. This one seems very obscure. But this one, for whatever reason, Bionic Dub Part 1, this seems to be the rarest one of the lot. A lot of these I'm going to sell off in lots just to get rid of them quickly, and then the more valuable ones I'm going to sell individual. And I probably have about 100 I'm selling individual. So this was a great score for me. I'm very happy, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe. I'll see you next time around.